Hey, it's Josh Hewitt from Top Form Fitness. It's time to do it with Hewitt once again. In this video, I want to talk about how to prevent back pain when you're shoveling snow. This is something where a lot of people have not only back issues when the winter hits, but also heart issues because they're not preparing themselves before the winter comes and they're messing themselves up when they start shoveling snow. So in this video, we're going to talk about that. So, welcome to Canada. All right, before we get into it, I want to talk about the equipment we're going to be using. If you check out this shovel, it has this nice angle here that takes away a little bit of the stress on your back, gives you a little bit better leverage. Now, if you can't pick up a shovel like this, I do believe they have attachments that you can buy that'll clip onto your own shovel and give you a little bit of this angle that you can work with so that when you're shoveling, you can not only grip at the angle down here and get a little bit better leverage without having to get your back into it as much. So I would definitely suggest looking at that. Second thing is footwear. Get a good pair of boots that have some good traction. You'd be surprised how many people hurt their back just because their legs are slipping when they're trying to dig into the snow. They can't get any grip or traction. So having said that, I want to talk about 4 things you need to consider when you're shoveling snow that will save your back. The first thing is keep a neutral spine. So when you're shoveling, try not to round over and then round up. Keep a neutral spine as best as you can. Second thing is use your hips and legs. Don't just use your back to pull, stiff legging it up. Use your hips and legs. Bend with the knees. Get your ass back. Bend the legs, extend the legs when you're shoveling. All right? The third thing is switch sides so that if you're shoveling with one side for several strokes, switch it up. Move to the other side. There's a lot of torque and rotational forces on your back when you're just focusing on the one side. So switch it up, use those muscles evenly. It will feel awkward probably on one side versus the other, but take turns. And the last point, the fourth point is take smaller loads initially, especially if you haven't been training for it. Small shovels full, especially when the snow gets wet, it can get pretty heavy. So don't load it right up. Okay, but more importantly than what you do while you're shoveling is what you do to prepare yourself even before you get out here and start shoveling. I'm going to show you 4 exercises to do every time before you come out and shovel to prepare your body for it, and 4 exercises that I recommend you do on an ongoing basis to make your body strong and ready for this sort of activity. Because if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Let's go inside and check it out. All right, welcome to my dungeon. As you can see, I've got everything I need here, all the gym toys. So what I'm going to show you now are 4 exercises that you can do to prepare your core before you go out to shovel snow. First one is a plank. Simply hold yourself in this plank position with your core held very tight. Don't let the butt stick up. Try not to have your back arched. Neutral spine. Hold for about 10 to 15 seconds, really focusing on ab tension. If that's too difficult, put your knees down and start with a kneeling plank. The next one is a side plank. 1 foot on top of the other. Keep your shoulder right over top of the elbow, nice and stable. Don't let it shift up like this. Lift up your hips. Neutral spine right from the shoulder all the way down to the feet. If you need to, you can use the other hand to stabilize for balance. Hold that position again, 10 to 15 seconds, and repeat on the other side. Next one, the hip bridge. Press your feet down, lift your butt up, squeeze the glutes. Try to keep yourself in a straight line from the shoulders straight through to the knees. And press through your heels. Keep that butt tight. 10-15 seconds of contracting your glutes. And finally, number 4 is the Supermans or the flying dog, whatever you want to call it. It's opposite arm, opposite leg. Make yourself nice and long. Hold that for 10 to 15 seconds. Feeling your butt working. All of the muscles through your shoulder blade stabilizers. Supporting the opposite arm, and then repeat on the opposite side, working on that balance. Okay, simply performing those before you go out and shovel snow will help prepare your back and your core for that activity and help you prevent injuries. But like I said before, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So I'd recommend that you adopt a regular exercise routine. Here are a few exercises I suggest that you include in your exercise program to help protect you or prepare you for shoveling snow, or raking leaves for that matter. First one is a lunge with rotation. So you step it forward into the lunge, knees lined up. Don't let your knee rotate, but shift your upper body towards that front leg. Hold your core tight, and then press back up and repeat with the opposite leg. Straight down, rotate across, core engaged, knee lined up straight over the foot, and repeat. This can also be done as a walking lunge if you have the space to work with that. All right, 2 or 3 sets, 10 to 15 repetitions per leg, and then move on to a single leg deadlift. A little bit of balance involved here, so if you need something to touch down onto, to hold onto for balance, feel free. This one involves slight bend in the leg that you're standing on. Reach the opposite leg back, and come back up. And repeat on the opposite side as well. Now the third exercise is an upper body movement, a pulling movement. Now I don't know what you have available to you, but this can be done with straps, such as TRX straps. It can be done with resistance tubing or bands. It can be used in a door strap or a railing. Or it can be done, if you have access to a gym, using a seated row or cable machine. Finally, number 4 is a push variation for the upper body push-ups with a twist, or T push-ups. Down to a full push-up, press up, and reach up. Alternate both sides. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you post them down below. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, and if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. And until next time,
stay strong.